Howdy, friends. There's all kinds of resources out there talking about hyperdocs, hyperslides, whatever you want to call them. And there's lots of different methods that people use to build them within Google Docs and Google Slides. However, I have a certain way that I like to do it, and some people do this. Most people don't. And so, what I do is I do something called editing the master. I've done lots of different trainings. I've done them within my district. I've done them at different conferences. And when you edit the master, what ends up happening is you end up with a collection of layouts that you can work with. And then a couple of things happen. One, students cannot move certain items. So, for example, these directions here are not movable. And then not only that, two, it's all recoverable. So any of the resources that you want, you hit this drop down and you're able to pull those resources in. Okay, so this is one I've done a long time ago. I have a lot of teachers that utilize these tools and they copy and paste them over into their own slide decks. Okay. Recently, I'm going to shift gears here. Let me close this out. Recently, I had a teacher from another school district that is also my neighbor, and she was talking about wanting to build an art portfolio. And I said, hey, you know what? Google Slides is a great platform for that. And she wasn't real confident in editing the master slides, but she knew how to use Google Slides. And so, because of that, I told her, go ahead and make your slides. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert them over to a master slide deck. So, when you're looking at this, all of these items you can move around and you can click in, and the students would be able to move those items around. So, what I want to do is put them in the masters. And I get this question a lot actually from my teachers. What if I get a hyperdoc? The person that created it did not make it in the master slide deck and make their own layouts. So how do I convert that over efficiently and effectively? So there's lots of different ways that could be done, but I think the way I'm going to show you is probably best for a few different reasons. So I'm just going to cut to the chase and get moving here because I know you probably just want to see how to do it. So I have my friend's slide presentation here. And what I'm going to do is build a brand new slide deck. And you want them side by side so you can switch between them. I'm going to close out of Google Drive there so I can switch between them. On a Chromebook and on a PC, when you hold down Control and you hit Tab, you actually switch tabs very quickly and you're able to transfer between one and another. So I just want you to try that and make sure that you are able to switch between the two very quickly, because otherwise, if you have to go up here and click, it just takes way too much time. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to click on slide and edit master, and I want to be in the master set of my untitled presentation. And I'm going to get rid of all of these guys. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of my master set here and start deleting them. I hit backspace to do so, and they're gone, just like that. Now, the trick to get rid of these is not to click in the middle of the slide presentation. The real trick is to just create an invisible box and grab both of them. Don't click in the middle of those boxes. It won't work. And you hit backspace and they go away. I just need one layout right now. And then what I'm going to do is hold down Control and hit Tab and go back to my friend's slides here. So to get these things quickly and move them over, what I can do is just click on the slide one time, kind of off to the side, hold down Control and tap A. It's going to select all those items. Hold down Control, hit C. So Control C, and then Control Tab, and come over here and Control V. And by doing so, I'm going to paste all those items in. I'm going to come back then, and I'm going to change the background to black because that's the way she wanted it, like so. And now we're good for that first one. To create another layout, hit the plus, Control Tab to go back to my slides, click in the corner, Control A, select all, Control C, Control Tab, go here, get rid of this guy, Control V. Lots of buttons there, I know. But once you get into a rhythm, you can do this actually pretty quickly. And actually, I need to make the background like the theme. That's what I really need to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go to this master slide right here, make the background black. And that will solve that problem of me having to go back every single time. So let's get another layout. Control Tab. Go to my next one. Control A, Control C, Control Tab, Control V. Boom. And if I want to make that one red, I'll go ahead and make it red. Done. Next one, plus, Control Tab, Click somewhere off to the side, Control A, Control C, Control Tab, Control V, in. I'm going to start renaming these too and show you that, and then I'm going to keep working. So this will be my title. I'm going to rename this one Table of Contents, Module 1, Favorite Self-Portrait, and rename those. Okay, so it takes some time to build these, but then here is the result. I can click on these and start placing these items into my slide presentation like so. And you'll see that those all match the names that I renamed them to. And then I can start placing them in. The beautiful part is that students cannot move these items. Then the last piece I'm going to show you about this is you'll see that she mentioned in here, copy and paste your 10 sentence about your favorite self-portrait from Canvas. So I'm going to go to Slide, Edit Master. I'm going to show you something about placeholders. I'm going to do Insert, Placeholders. And what placeholders are just spaces that are automatically built so that the students can type in those spaces. Just like so. Need to change the font color so that you can actually see it. And now when I go back to regular Google Slides, there it is. Let me rename this. So I'm going to run through that one more time. What I want is to go to Slide, Edit Master, click on the bottom one, hit Add New Layout. Just need to click on the plus one time. It pops in. Hit Control Tab to go back to the example. I'm going to hit Control A to copy all those guys, Control C, Control Tab to go back to my master, Control V, and paste it in, just like that. All right, friends, now that I've wrapped it all up, I just wanted to show you exactly what it is that I built. And so I took that original slide presentation. I changed some things here and there. Like, for example, indicators for directions and whatnot. I put the background as gray. And then I had placeholders in lots of different locations. And we just continually added to it. And so there's placeholders for the students to type and making it clear where they need to type, as well as making it clear where the directions are. And so this is the final result of this project. And so this is a pretty cool portfolio. This is going to work well whether students have Chromebooks or iPads. In this case, this teacher has iPads, and so they can insert those pictures directly in and pop them into the slide presentation, and then the teacher is able to access all of those via Google Classroom. So I hope this was beneficial. I hope that you enjoyed it, and best of luck to you when creating your own layouts and your own slide masters, because here's the big benefit. Anytime a student is missing a slide, the teacher can easily pop that right back in anytime these get deleted, and then can make adjustments to that student's work.